Hey guys, this is 97 Lego Maniac, and this is another review video that I have for you, and that is the Transformers 4 Lego model of Optimus Prime. And I'm finally done with this guy. I finished him like a week ago, but I didn't make a video because of time. So here he is right now, and I know you guys were excited for this. And yeah, let's just say this guy's a big pain, especially with the transformation, all that stuff. Detail wise, he wasn't that bad. You can see he's fully detailed with all the bricks. He looks exactly like how he looked in the movie, and yep, with he's just a really cool looking truck. And despite many flaws of the movie, what they did right was the looks of the robot. They made him a lot better, in my opinion. It's so weird because something like Optimus, you can tell this is just a big truck, but when he transforms into a robot, you don't see any parts that from the truck except for the red and blue flames. That's about it. You don't see tires, you don't see anything. Oh yeah, you do see the smokestacks, but that's about it. You don't see anything truck parts. The robot mode, they look too clean, in my opinion, and that's kind of a pain because that means this has to all be like backpack and stuff, and it just gets worse, and it's really hard to deal with this. So this guy does have a backpack. It's just basically these barrels and this section back here. So yeah, in a way, this kind of transforms just like the leader class, but it's not that bad. You can see there's a front windshields. He looks really cool, and the back's not much. It's just this. That's it. Oh yeah, and he has a trailer hitch that I added because why not? So I don't want to hold you guys up too much, and this already detached from the transformation, but with the wrong tab. So yeah, let's just get to the transformation. I'll show you guys this. Since this guy's too heavy, I mean this guy is over a feet long. I mean he's almost as long as my arm, and I have pretty long arms. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to like move this stuff out, and then I'll separate them into his legs, his back, and stuff like that, so you can see the transformation easier. Because what I noticed in my videos, I kind of shift the camera and you guys don't see what's going on, so I'm trying to avoid that. So that's what I'm gonna do when it comes to big transformers like this one. I'll probably might make a Galvatron version too, because with these wheels now that have these big chunky tires, which fits really well. So yeah, I don't want to hold you guys up too much, so let's transform this thing. To start off, we're gonna start with the top. We need to separate the top parts. This whole section that kind of fell off in the wrong time. This whole section will be like his shoulder pads, because he does have pretty chunky shoulder pads. So once we get that, we can just like see these barrels, they'll be kind of like yeah, they just basically drag down on his back. And yeah, I'll show you guys what he looks like in the robot mode, but he just looks better without them. So move that all the way down like that, and so we move that part down, and you can just like fold this down like that. Feet, we're gonna bring up his feet, fold down the windows, so you can see there's his feet, and it's gonna come out like that. Split his leg, and you can see his torso. It's really yeah, and for his torso, it's kind of like how the first edition Optimus Prime did it, but except what's different is his his booby plates, I'll just call them that. That's actually the doors and the windows. They actually form the chest, which is a lot better. Remove his leg, split him apart just a little bit more, and the head's it's not the typical head, that's the style I use on my old previous Transformers, and I'll show you guys that. But for now, so we basically have something like this, and we'll split them down to different sections. I'm gonna start with the legs. Now, alright, so now we're gonna start with the leg. Bring this part down like that, rotate this all the way around. Leave it like this, and this top part will just fold up like that. Just leave it. And now I think we need the books. Alright, once you do that, position his legs. Be careful with this. And you can see then you have something like this. Fold this down like that. Fold out the feet. Position the ball joint. Fold the feet down like that. Tab that into place. And you see here what this is going to do. You're going to fold this from behind and tab this. There, and there you have that part of the leg done. Basically do the same thing to the other side. It's very complicated to do, so I guess so you guys get the idea. Once after you're done, this is how you get the legs. Now we're gonna move on to the top part of the body. I took off the shoulder pads because I think it'll be easier to do this. What we want to do first is make sure we have to rotate this window. I believe I rotated this way. Move that shoulder part of the shoulder pad out. Rotate it just like that. And you can see that will form the chest. You need to move that. I don't know what these things are called. It's like these antenna things you would find in trucks, but I don't know much about it. So the shoulder pads will be positioned like this, and here's his arms. Gotta rotate that. And rotate his hands. That's one part of the arm. Moving on to the next side, do the same to the other side. We need to like move this. How do I? So now, once we get that, we can rotate that part of the arm. Making sure everything's in the right angle. Rotate this up like that. Man, everything's so tight this thing. It's just won't even move at all. And rotate that arm down. And fix everything, making sure it's all positioned well. Then we have that part of the body. We can add the shoulder pads. Starting with this shoulder piece, what we want to do is fold this down like that to make sure that wraps around, and fold this down, and there we have that shoulder pad. What we want to do for this shoulder pad, just carefully move this, because I know these joints are these clip joints. They are pretty tight and they just don't move that much. Which I said this so many times. And move that down. So here we have those shoulder pads, and they're really chunky. They are, and some of the clip joints looks like they just want to come off. Make sure that doesn't happen. There you have like that, the top part of Optimus. Now that we connect his body and the legs together, there's a hinge joint which you can move it up and tab this into place, and we can work on the backpack. Now the back isn't that too difficult. What you want to do, you just want to bring this out just like that, and here comes in the tricky part, which you got to make sure hopefully it goes smoothly. You rotate this all the way around, and you bring this up, and there's this piece up here where you can tab this on the back, and let everything tap together perfectly. Gotta fix any loose parts about to fall off just in case. And that's basically the back. Now let me get Optimus here and show you how this works. So we're gonna tap all this back just like that, and yeah, it's gonna be messy if I just leave it out to show you guys. So let's just get to his look on his robot mode. And there we have Optimus and his robot mode. So yeah, so this is a really big challenging transformer for me. It's been really hard. That's not angled properly, but who cares? So that's all his backpack. You can see I'm leaning him against the refrigerator here, so that way he can stand better. See, he does have really nice looking detail though. He has those big buffy shoulder pads. Looks really awesome. The chest, and this guy's pretty accurate, but has stability and other stuff, he's not that great. So, and his head, I didn't do that standard mouthpiece that I used for my previous Optimus. I went with something a little bit different, and who knows, if you guys want a tutorial and if this video reaches a certain amount of likes, let's say 50 or something or more, I could probably make a tutorial on how to make his head, because the head took me a long time to make it. So I really love his leg area, because that has to be the most detailed area, especially with those knight skirt plate thing and his leg. It's just really cool. And yeah, to go over his accessories, he has the Sword of Judgment right here, and this is almost as big as a human dagger, if only the hilt is a little bit bigger. So this thing is really long. This is about 1 feet wide. This is almost as tall as the robot mode itself. And we have the shield, which is really cool. And yeah, let's put it together. Yeah, this sword was actually inspired by the Lego master who made his Age of Extinction Optimus, the model, which is really cool. I wanted to do something different for my Optimus, so I decided to make a different sword instead of the standard swords I usually do for like drift and etc. So let's tap these things on. Let's see what it looks. As you can see, here he is with the Sword of Judgment. I took out the back because he looks a lot better without his weird backpack. So yeah, he looks better. You can see he's holding the Sword of Judgment, and he looks really cool. And yeah, so that's basically it about this guy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I spent a lot of time trying to mess with the transformation. So yeah, so one last look of him. Looks really cool. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I am out.